Yeah, I'd be scared too if this thing pops out of the water. How's it going, guys? It is Plastic is that's the back with another review, and just to round up Villains Month, we are going to take a look at the high grade Universal Sentry Zaku Mariner, or is it Mariner, from the Double Zeta anime. Now, what makes this mobile suit scary? Well, I already kind of explained at the beginning of the video, but he's also not the main villain. To me, side villains do count. Taking a look at the box art, we see the Zaku Mariner looking menacingly. He's got his gun ready, and he's got his squad with his other Zaku and the Kapul. So moving on to this side of box shows that there's like different ways you can put it together. Marking stickers, a close-up of his face, the Zaku Mariner with his gun and showing off the articulation. Moving on to the other side of the box, we have the front and rear shot of the kit and a nice CG render. And after opening the box, we have 2 bags of runners and a manual. So looking at the cover of the manual, this is what the kit looks like when it's all built up, and we got some information right here. And opening up to the middle of the manual just shows more of the weapon layout and cool gimmicks. Right over here is a familiar CG render, advertisement of other HG Zaku kits, and the Double Zeta mobile suits. And moving on to the back, we got more poses, shows off where you can place the marking stickers. We got a familiar image of the gimmick and showing off the articulation and the color guide you're planning on painting it. Starting off with runner A is going to be the gray parts. Runner B is going to be the darker turquoise parts. Runner C is going to be the dark navy parts. Runner D is going to be like the hosing parts, like on the legs and on the torso, and it's on a hard plastic, looks like it. And finally, we got a big polycap runner, bendable wire, color correcting sticker, and a marking sticker. That's going to be it for the unboxing. So far, I am kind of intrigued on this really quick build, but we'll see how the end results go. So I'll put this all together. See you guys right after. And here is the kit all put together. The building experience is quick, easy to assemble. However, the out-of-box presentation may not be the best looking, which is why I did paint ahead of time, as you saw earlier. Alright, so moving on with sticker placement, starting off with the head. I already used the Model Y sticker, of course, on the head, but it doesn't have the details, so you can't paint that in. These 6 stickers, they go onto these shoulders right here, and this big old yellow sticker goes onto the neck right here, but I paint that gold instead. These 2 little red circles, they go onto the tiny little gray piece. Now, here's what really upsets me. I'm just gonna go off topic for a bit. I was supposed to have a little gray piece right here, but it falls off so easily, and I couldn't even find it. But if I did, that would be a miracle. If not, well, I'm gonna have to live without it. Yeah, let's pretend that little red circle goes onto that imaginary gray piece that I lost. So moving on to the backpack, these red stickers, they go inside the thrusters. Make sure you pay attention which spot goes where and which side goes to where. These stickers right here, they go onto these little circles, and this pink sticker right here, of course, right there. So moving on to seam lines, you have these tricky ones on the front of the forearms, and of course on the back of the arms as well. You got this seam line going up and down on the thigh, but it could go as a detail maybe, and you also have seam lines on the back of the legs. So that's going to be it for the out-of-box presentation. Overall, while it's not bad, you're going to have to do a lot of effort on this kit to make it look good. Alright, so moving on to accessories, starting on what's on the kit. For hand options, you have a closed fist for the left and a trigger finger hand for the right. And you also have this holding hand. Now, normally I would say a weapon holding hand, but this hand holds the secondary handle of the gun. And speaking of the gun, here it is. Now, I paint the tip of the gun red, it's all in gray. And as for the secondary handle, no, it doesn't move. Except you have this little communication piece right here. Now, in the anime, it shoots like a wire with this attached to the back of the mobile suit so they can communicate with each other. Of course, it goes under the left arm. And next up are these two little missiles, or torpedoes, I believe. Now, to use this, you're going to have to remove these two pieces only and attach it onto the top of the torpedo. And unfortunately, there's no like rod to make it look like it's jetting out. Now, for the ultimate parts, you got these pieces for the front of the legs. You got the original chest piece and the other antenna to replace the commander fin. For articulation, the head is on a double ball joint. For the shoulder, it does have a swinging movement. It is on a ball joint. It goes up this high. You get a tight bicep swivel. Bend at the elbow, 9 degrees. Ball joint on the wrist. As for torso, well, it's on a ball joint. The front skirt moves out. Side skirt can move out just a bit. Back skirt does not move. And moving on to the legs, you do have this twisting hip motion right here. It can kick up this far, can move back this far. As for the splits, doesn't get full splits. You get a thigh swivel. Well, looks like it's kind of limited though. Bend at the knee, 90 degrees. And as for the foot, you can go up this far, it can move back that far. It can rotate, well, it's on a ball joint. And for the pivot, and moving on to the backpack, well, nothing moves. Overall, the articulation on this kit is not too bad. I know I'm saying it like it's a bad thing, but trust me, it could have been a lot worse. Moving on to size comparisons, here it is right next to the standard size Strike Gundam, and of course, they're both roughly the same height. Finally, here it is right next to Shockwave and Lex Luthor. So that's gonna be it for the size comparisons. Let's move on to my final thoughts. Moving on to my final thoughts. Overall, okay, how do I put this nicely? The kit is mediocre at best. Does that mean I hate this kit? No. I admit that it is pretty solid like in some areas, but I do have some problems with it. First off, I already told you that this little gray piece on the left arm just fell out and I still couldn't find it. And the ball joint on the wrist, it does pop off a little easily. Keep in mind, this kit came out in 2012, and there are some older kits that are a little better than this one. It's just a shame that Bandai could at least put just a bit more effort on this one. Okay, I know I'm being pretty negative on this kit, but on the bright side, I think this kit is like a perfect way to practice or experiment on. I mean, I guess that goes for like all the cheap model kits, but you know what I mean. If you are interested in picking this up, I say, yeah, go for it. It's not a big deal. Alright, that about wraps up the review, and I did drag out the final thoughts a little too long. So, if you are new here, want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe. Questions, concerns, comment down below. And also, happy Halloween. I'll see you in the next video. Hey, guess what I found? Yeah, this little guy.